Welcome back everyone. Today we're going to be talking about two things. The first thing is going to be my computer setup, and the second thing we're going to do is going to be a monitor unboxing. In the short little while that I have been doing this, I've already made a few changes and upgrades to my setup. The first thing that we've done is we have gone from a smaller computer desk. It just didn't have enough room for all the peripherals and everything that we wanted to use in order to make editing and video creation easier. So we did go to a larger fold-out table. Nothing crazy fancy, not one of those $400 gaming desks. It is a $40 folding table from Big Lots, but it does get the job done. It does offer me about 20 inches more of room to work with, which I've figured out pretty quickly that I needed more room in order to be able to edit and work on things at the same time. So I'm going to go over kind of what I'm using on my desk. The second thing we're going to do is unbox the new monitor that I got in order to allow for easier editing and also to game a little bit better. The monitor that I have now in front of you is a little older and doesn't have all of the technology that I was looking for. So we're going to upgrade to the newest one, and then I will show you the specs, I'll show you the monitor, and I'll show everything set up. So let me go ahead and we'll kind of zoom in and show you what I'm working with here overall and give you an idea of what I have been using so far. So the first item I'm going to show you here is pretty commonplace. Most YouTubers end up using this. This is going to be the blue microphone from Yeti. This is what I have been recording our Let's Plays on, and it seems to be doing a really good job of picking up all the sounds. I did manage to pick this up used, so I did get a really good price on it, so I'm very happy overall with the quality of that, and I don't really see any need to upgrade that in the near future. Next, I have my keyboard. I am using the K55 from Corsair and the Harpoon mouse from Corsair. There is a reason that I did pick this keyboard and mouse. The RGB was affordable, and it also allowed me to change the color to white. The original keyboard that I had was a Razer mechanical, which unfortunately only allowed for green LEDs, and once you see my setup you'll realize why I wanted to make sure I could go with the white. But these do allow for you to change the colors between a few. You can change between white, green, red, yellow, and the keyboard will also do a rainbow effect that you can set up. The next two items that I have that I am using is going to be the white and black version of the Corsair Void, and I am also using an Xbox controller that is wired into my tower. As you'll notice, both of them fit my white and black theme perfectly. The last part that we have here is going to be the custom tower. It's the most important part, and you can see that the theme continues down here. Everything that I chose is using the white and black theme, so everything up top makes perfect sense now as to why I am using only white and black parts. I'm going to go into a little bit of details as to what parts I am using, and then after that we're going to go ahead and we will unbox the new monitor and we'll set it up here with the old one and we'll see how the setup looks. As far as specs inside of the computer, right now I am running the Ryzen 5 1600X. I decided for price to performance ratio, the 5 would meet my needs. I might eventually go up to the Ryzen 7, but as of right now I'm going to stick with the 1600X. Now it does only have 8 gigs of RAM. That'll be the first thing that I upgrade. I want to put it up to at least 16, but I do eventually see myself maxing it out to 32 gigabytes of RAM. The other part is the Radeon 560. That's going to be my video card. I do want to eventually upgrade that to a Vega card, but unfortunately right now, due to them just releasing, the pricing is extremely high and the availability extremely low, so I will not be getting one of those until we can actually get our hands on something. I'm using 4 LED fans to keep the system cool. They are all going to be from Corsair, 3 of which are 120mm and 1 is a 140. The CPU is cooled by the Corsair H100 water cooling AIO, And then my hard drive storage is broken into 3 different parts. I have a 250 gigabyte M2 drive, a 120 gigabyte SSD drive, and a 1 terabyte normal mechanical hard drive for now. Now this is the monitor that I ended up going with here. You can see it is an ASUS VG245 gaming monitor. I'm going to run down some of the specs, but I'm also going to throw them over up on the screen for you. So it looks like it is console ready. It has 1 millisecond. It's got 2 HDMIs, full 1080p, and it does have the FreeSync that I was talking about. There are some cool other features if you're interested. It is VESA mounted, mountable. So if you do have mounting arms, you are able to go ahead and put it up on the wall and it will take the full functionality. The other cool things that it has is ultra low light, so it won't strain your eyes at night, and it's flicker free. The other cool portion is the arm and the adjustment. So it's full tilt front, full tilt back, and allows you to turn it completely 180 left to right, or you can put the monitor to be vertical instead. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox this and we can take a look at how the monitor looks. Okay, so let's go ahead and unbox the monitor and see what we have inside here. From the looks of it, it is packaged quite well. Looks like there is a ton of styrofoam in here, and I'm not going to try to pick it out the normal way. Next, we're going to flip it over. We're going to see if we can take it out this way, see what's inside. Looks like it is very well packaged. Looks like there's a ton of stuff on the back. So on the back we have the cables. So we have an HDMI cord. We have all of the manuals, which we won't end up reading. Power cord. The AC adapter. And it looks like the monitor stand is there as well. So let's go ahead and unbox this. Remember everyone, this is not a toy for your baby. Do not let them put it on their head. Now that we have all the protection off of the monitor, and I have the stand here, we're going to go ahead and put the two together. It looks as though it's going to be pretty simple, no screws. You're just going to have to go ahead and hand tighten the mount that's on the bottom. Pretty simple. And there we have it. So there is adjustment up and down. You are able to turn it completely to the left and to the right 180. We do have the ability to tip it front, tip it back, and the cool feature, if you do want to have a multiple monitor setup and you need to, you can run the monitor vertical as well. As I said, on the back, looks like we do have the ability to use a VESA mount. You just have to remove these 4 pull tabs on the back, and then you are able to mount it as well. That's so gratifying. So let me go ahead and we will hook everything up and we'll see how it looks on our desk. I've gone ahead and hooked up both monitors here, and I did enable FreeSync on my new monitor, set it up to 75 Hertz. And I have OBS running on the secondary monitor, so I can already see a benefit of how I'm going to end up using the monitor. I can have 2 things running at once. I can have editing software on one, a program on the other, so the benefits are going to be pretty high. So I am extremely pleased with the setup overall, and I would definitely purchase this again. There are a few features missing overall in this monitor that some of the higher ends would be including, but for the amount of money that I saved over some of the other ones, I would say the trade-off is quite fair. I think I might also hook up my console to this, see how the Xbox or the PS4 or the Switch reacts to this monitor, see how the gaming looks. I might do a review on that, just depending on how that all turns out. Say for now, go ahead and like, subscribe, tell your friends, share it out. Till next time, have a great night.